All right, we're back again for another session of Red Skies with my favorite friends in all of the D&D internets, interwebs, whatever you want to call it. Um, no. So we're up for session 34, I believe. Wow, we've somehow made it through every Tuesday now, this year so far, which is good for us, actually. Last time, you guys spent a little time in the Silver Emporium trying to buy some stuff before figuring out that it was all priced more than you could afford. At least the stuff you were interested in. There was definitely things you could have afforded, but you weren't so interested in that stuff. But in an attempt to try to get something of that was worth a bit more, you attempted to one of you attempted to trade the one of the dark metal axes. And when the owner of said Emporium looked at it and tried to identify it, he basically threw it on the ground and threw you guys out, saying, "Why would you bring such a thing into my establishment?" So we're not sure what he meant by that, but it wasn't so good. You were able to buy a quarterstaff for Iylis and some look at some things with a blacksmith not too far down the street from there, before heading to the Sacred Pool, a temple to Hynari, the water goddess, where you spoke with the High Priestess Melora, who either had the worst case of ADD or was on the highest drugs ever, as she seemed to always forget kind of what you guys were talking about. But over the course of an hour or so, you got some refreshments and were able to learn that the sea devils are probably like any other fish in the sea and spawn their young via large caches of roe or eggs. But more than likely they are much larger than the typical fish roe because of the size of the creature that they turn into. Taking this knowledge, you went back and spoke to Sev, the captain, Captain Kewen, and he mentioning to him there's a reason I can't remember exactly. You mentioned a few things to him, including that Lion had sold some fish, is what Lion had said, to a Martin Sklar, and Captain Kewen had mentioned that Sklar had a warehouse along the riverfront here in the docks. So you headed there, where you spoke to first. You spoke with a woman who clearly was not the proprietor or the manager, but an employee of the cafe that's nearby. She was cleaning things up, and she discussed what had happened the previous night. Although she hadn't been there, she was cleaning up from the attack. And then you went around and spoke with the guards, and the guards didn't want to let you in until Hylough puffed up his chest and intimidated to get inside, where you then bribed two of them to leave before opening up the inner doors, where several more guards awaited and said, "Hey, who are you? Get out of here!" And the fight commences. So let us pick up there in the riverfront warehouse, and yeah, roll initiative. I have already set you up in the encounter, so I will roll for Marcus. Got a 6. Ooh. I will roll for Aaron. Got a 19. I will roll for the guard and for Dresd'a. Well, there's 2 more guards yet. And here's the last one. Yeah, Iylis, I think you're going last. That's a lot of dice rolls. Okay, so as you can see here in the warehouse, there are several guards in there. They have looked up at you and are like, "Whoa, stop! Get out of here! This is not a place for you." You also hear a soft sobbing coming from somewhere. You can't quite place exactly where, but sort of a kind of thing. It's very faint though, so it's hard to tell exactly where it's coming from. And I have fixed the vision thing where you were able to see in all the places because the lights were really weird. So let us start our combat. with the first guard, who is this guy way back here, who says, "Don't you come any closer. This is our place. No, right, not our place, but it's not for you." And then he shoots a bow at. He whips out a bow and shoots at the Hylough. Because Hylough looks a little more beefy than Hylough. Ooh, he hits Hylough, but for a grand total of 3 points of damage. And then he kind of moves 1, 2, 3, 5. He moves to there, 6. All right. Okay, that's that guy's turn. No, not really. They could hear you arguing with the guy outside, so it's not like you get a surprise. Praedyth, is the Raven always after you, or does it have its own actual initiative? Brian. Okay, cool. Yeah. All right. So it is your turn, sir. The Raven's turn, I should say. And immediately gets shut down. So, Hylough and Iylis, when you look inside the warehouse is as you see it, lots of stuff inside the warehouse. There's a spot where you see over the lip and you can hear some water there. You can't really see the boat from where you're currently at here, just because it's over this lip a bit, and that's down maybe about 3 or 4 feet. The warehouse does go up about 20, maybe 15 feet as it comes in here. So this particular area was maybe about 10 feet high up to sort of a set of rafters, but it rises up another 5 to 8 feet inside of here. And you can see there is sort of what looks like the beginnings of some catwalks being made up there, or at least some platforms. So maybe this place is in the middle of being expanded to allow for more cargo, for more items to be stored here. But it's not there. There's no way to really get up there right now, other than some scaffolding to the one side, some ladders and stuff. But nobody's up there anyway. I just letting you know that it's much higher inside. Anyway, sorry about that. Okay. Another guard. This one whips out his bow and also shoots Hylough. Wow. And he hits Hylough for 5 more points of damage. Hylough is getting his ass kicked already. This one stays there and prepares to knock another arrow. Aaron. What would Aaron do? Aaron would probably move forward. Does Aaron have a... Does not have any kind of ranged weapon. So Aaron would move forward when he would then see some of these guards come into focus. He'd pass over Hylough and get to there and realize that there's a guy right next to him who he would then attack. So he is going to attack this guy with his longsword. Ooh. Yeah, because the wall's there. Yeah. He nails that dude. Like, comes around the corner with his sword out, pulling his sword out as he passes you, Hylough. And you see him come around the corner, kind of look to the side, and then just stab straight in. And he takes the guy right in the side. You hear a as his sword seems to slide in past something. That was a massive amount of damage. And then, to make matters worse, he utilizes his lightning charge, I want to say. I think this is a bonus action. Which, it's a bonus action. Does what? He has to roll a die. Lightning charge. Either equal to wisdom. Bonus action, you can spend a charge as part of an attack to deal additional 3 or 1d6 lightning damage. Okay. All right, so he rolls a d6 as part of this lovely attack to add even, which actually He rolls it twice because he got double damage. So 5 plus 3. So another 8 points to that dude. Ow. That guy is not living his best life. As he goes, and then and he pulls out his sword. No, he's not. He pulls out his sword. Aaron pulls out his sword, and some blood kind of splatters across the cargo that's right here, or stuff that's there. All right, next guard. This guard here. Oh, it's the guy he just hit, who was like, "Oh, parlay." He doesn't say that. He just attacks Aaron. He's like, "Oh my god, that hurt!" Oh, and he swings and just totally misses. He just, and he's kind of slightly off balance. He's like, and he, as you see some blood coughed up out of the guy's mouth. This guard, seeing what's happening to his companion over there, shoots Aaron instead of Hylough. And misses. So we're having a grand old time as we get to Rhux. No one shot you, Iylis. There is still people to shoot, though. Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's some crates and a couple sacks there, but you can kind of it's not difficult terrain or anything. I didn't put in any. Yeah, you're also not the one holding weapons. You are correct. Huh? Anything with one crate on it or a couple small crates is fair game to stand on. So like this section here would not be valid. The barrels up in this spot would not be. Basically, this set of squares here, set of squares around the edge, but that one's fine. You've got your trident +1 that's made of coral. Gotcha. Which one? Well, that's why I'd like to know which one. All right. Well, you hit and you do 7 points plus 10 points of damage to him as you clip him in the side. He kind of does get a little bit out of the way, but it's enough to slide across his abdomen and open up a small cut. Mm-hmm. You have a second attack? I guess it's because Paladin, he's got a second attack. Yeah, you do have an extra. Yeah, you do. You missed this particular time. All right. Dresd'a, who has currently got Cora and a few other things, and Hong Yi, comes up behind Iylis and targets one of the guys who's been doing the bow stuff and fires a crossbow. And rolls a 1. So she kind of drops that crossbow and has to pick it back up. Second, I was checking. Oh, actually, it does have a longbow set up. So there it is. I'm gonna do this, but it doesn't count. I'm just trying to see which one. No, they're both. Oh well. So she misses with her longbow. That same roll case. And then she uses a bonus action to fire the little dude. Let's see. Chill. You can do this. Chill does till touch for. Well, I think she still rolls a d20. Yeah, that'll hit. It's +7 or plus whatever her spell. Efficiency 3 plus 7 points. Yep, that's enough. And so that is, what's chill do for damage? D6. Go much faster if I set everything. So chill does 3 points of damage to this dude. All right. That's the end of Dresd'a. Now this guard here pulls out his longsword and comes up here and attacks Rhux. Ooh. That's gonna hurt a bit as he hits Rhux with a critical hit. Rhux, not expecting what's going on, actually he had a +2 to hit anyway, so it was even worse. He slams this sword and you feel a burning sensation across your back as the sword strikes home. Praedyth, you're up. Oh, hold on a second. Hold on. All of that up to that point has had no audio from you guys. Now I gotta figure out why. Nope. Nope. Here we go. Try again.
I'm gonna move in.
Okay, now we're good. So until then, we've had no audio from you. It's been very quiet. Sorry about that. Luckily, only Rhux has attacked at this point in time as an actual player, and he attacked with his trident as a recap for those who didn't have audio until now. Probably because I replugged in my headphones into a different jack, and so they changed names. Anyway, Praedyth.
I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast at this guy I got selected.
Okay. You hit with that Eldritch Blast and do 4 points of damage.
It's +4 as well. It's plus my charisma modifier, so it's 8.
Who do you have?
This the one that's up to the left of Rhux, right here.
This one that's turning?
Yep.
All right, so 8 points. So you already did 4 and another 4. So here we go. All right. Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
All right. Hylough, you're up, sir.
Okay. What to do? All right. I guess I will whack.
You're gonna whack that guy? All right. Sounds like a plan. You hit him with that warhammer pretty heavily.
Oh, I did. Sorry, I didn't target him. Damn it.
Oh, that's all right. Didn't take it. Oh, wait, you got a 13 to hit. No, you did not hit. Sorry.
I was about to say, I didn't think that.
Yeah, 13 is not enough. But you might have a second attack.
I do.
So make sure you're targeting this time before you attack.
I did. Well, alt click, right?
Mm-hmm.
He has little arrows pointing at him right now.
Yep, that's exactly right.
Oh,
14 is still not enough, unfortunately.
dang. Oof, oof.
All right. Anything else? Bonus action or anything?
No.
Okay. Marcus moves over a little bit, sees the one that you're on, Hylough, and is going to attack him with a crossbow with sharpshooter, so that it works correctly. And because it's not Marcus shooting, but me, he actually hits and does 20 points of damage. So this arrow, yes. this crossbow bolt, comes flying past your ear, right over your shoulder, and right into the guy right above his collarbone on his left side.
Oh, wow.
or right side because he'd be facing that direction. And he's like, ugh, and he kind of reaches up and snaps it off, but there's blood still oozing down from the wound itself. He then says, "See, Hylough, that's the way to do it. Good. You should try this next time. I know you can do it just as well." And you have inspiration.
Oh, great.
He's giving you bardic inspiration.
Yay.
All right. So
It's like an underhanded type of inspiration, but
it's a backhanded inspiration. You're correct. Guard. Last guard here. Where is he? Where is this last guard? Oh, it's this one right here. He turns, faces Rhux, and attacks him with a longsword. And misses. All right, and finally, how could we forget Iylis?
Whee! Let's go. I'm here. I think I'm gonna cast magic missile.
On whom?
I think I will go for that guy.
All right. I'm assuming you've already alt-clicked. Owie. Oh,
Yeah.
owie.
He
Hylough,
did.
for whatever reason, people keep on shooting over your shoulder.
Yeah, I'm like,
It comes,
I go woof,
force
woof, and
darts
then
come
everybody-
flying around, and you hear them, and he's like, oh, and he kind of drops a little bit, but catches himself before going down. Does not look like a very happy gent.
As it be.
We come to the top of the round, and the one guy continues to fire at you, Hylough, with his bow. Fires again at you, and he misses. This arrow goes wide, and in fact, right into the crate next to you. Words.
Yeah.
Praedyth, your raven is up.
The raven's not going to move.
Okay.
Sorry, the raven's not going to move.
Yep. Okay. All right. So we move on to the next guard. This guard
Raven's no help at all.
also fires directly at you again, Hylough. Another arrow slams into the crate next to you, and you get missed again. Aaron continues his onslaught on the guard that he's got harried in the corner. Strikes with his longsword again. But misses. It slides up against his armor, and you hear a scraping as the armor holds. That same guard returns the favor and attacks Aaron with his longsword. That misses Aaron as it goes wide, as Aaron kind of blocks it to the side. The next guard here fires again a bow at Hylough, because that hammer looks nasty. Oh.
Just a target.
Well, he misses. I did longsword, which should have been bow, but he misses. A 2 is not going to hit you, no matter what. So he readjusts though now and kind of comes over here. So he's shooting across the water and puts a little bit of space between you guys and him. And Rhux, it is your turn.
Is it now?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
There's a bit of a melee going on up where you three are.
Well,
and
we're
you're getting
gonna
pelted with
continue.
arrows. And well, Hylough's getting pelted with arrows. No one else is.
Yeah, well, it'd be like that. We're gonna continue to beat the crap out of this man. So that's
Well,
9.
You hit him. Did you do extra damage to him?
Yeah, I still have my Fury of the Tides on.
No, that's fine. I just need to do it on manually. It's fine. You gonna attack again?
Of course.
And you whack him again. Now,
Another 9.
are you sure? Is Fury of the Tides every attack or just the first attack?
Let me read it. I believe it's every one of them. When you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can
Alright.
add your thing.
It is every one of them. Oh no, once per turn for the duration.
Oh,
So
does
only
it say once per
once.
turn?
Yep.
Did I
so only
misread?
once. Yes.
Okay, never mind.
Yep. So you can only
yeah.
use it once, but I mean, you still get it once. So
Okay.
Anything else? Yes, no, maybe? Was that a yes or a no? I have no idea.
It's a maybe.
no. I'm done.
Okay.
I was thinking.
Dresd'a shoots at this guy that she can see here with her longbow, now that I found the right thing. She hits and does a grand total of, I think it's not just 2 points, actually. I think she can apply her charisma. Who ye abilities? Trait, eagle eye, fighting style, archery. Let's do bonus to attack. And she got, oh no, it's the Sun Killer that does the extra. Hold on. I'm trying to make sure of exactly that I get her stuff. So she gets +2 to damage. She can use your charisma instead of your dex for attacks and damage rolls with ranged weapon attacks. So she does get the plus her charisma, so +4 damage to that attack.
The cavalry arrives.
All right, so there we go.
And I just got here. Cat will be here in a minute.
36, and Cat's turn is still going. She's going to do chill. Wrote down thing. And that one +7 does hit, so he is going to take another d6 of cold damage. Take 6 more points of cold damage. As his hands get a little numb and get a little blue as this kind of force bolt of blue hits him. That guard actually now is his turn. He is still gonna now he's gonna return fire at. Oh wait, no. This one. It's Hylough. This is the one you were fighting that's been getting his ass kicked. He actually swings at his sword against you again.
Okay.
And I believe this time he hits for 6 points of damage. You get smacked again.
Yeah.
And that is his turn.
Just
Praedyth,
a pin cushion.
You're up. Well, that one wasn't a bow. That was the guy standing in front of you.
Yeah, I know. Just
Praedyth, you're up.
poked me.
Let's see.
Hylough, also remember on your turn, you still have the Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Or Marcus gave you in the first.
Yes, Marcus. Thank you, Marcus.
You know what? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm not
Sure, I don't remember doing it, but okay.
On the same guy.
You definitely hit for 8 more points +4, which is.
No, I just added in the +4.
Oh, okay, cool.
I just went in and added it to the formula.
And
so
he
it's all
goes
good.
down. The guy in front of you, yet another blast of energy comes over your shoulder, slams him in the face, and you see a puff of smoke go down his ear. He goes, "Ah!" And he drops to the floor like a heap of potatoes. Blood oozing out of a wound. Several blasts from various energies having hit him. He's not a happy guy. He goes down. Anything else, Praedyth? And yes, Hylough, you.
No, he's gonna chill back here.
Okay, Hylough, you're up.
My turn. I'm gonna go take out one of these archers here.
Hylough, what's your passive perception? Oh wait, you know what? I can actually see it.
Ooh, I think it's 10.
Days. Yeah, it is 10. As you kind of go past there, you hear some rustling from sort of below you. And you suddenly hear, as you're going past, you hear who's there? Help! Who's there? Is somebody helping? It sounds like a female voice.
Okay. Yeah, we're helping. Hang on.
Yeah, Hylough.
So it's.
And I'm gonna whack-a-mole this guy.
Target.
No, I didn't. I target the dead guy.
That's fine.
Sorry.
But it's still no,
Peter,
it's
do you
fine.
see me trying to get in Foundry? Yeah, I'm just spinning right here.
I don't see you trying to do anything. I
Okay.
don't I don't have the logs up.
Okay.
12 points on him.
Yep.
And then we'll do it again.
Cat has successfully.
And I
Located.
woof. Well, I guess I'll use my bonus action to pick it up.
Oh, yes. Yes, you will. All right.
I hit one.
Yep.
Now he can't shoot a bow at me, but
You still have a
the
bonus
others
action.
can. And, well, I used it to pick up the.
Oh, right.
And I moved. And
Did
I'm
you
good.
want to action surge or anything like that?
Yes, I could. Yeah, why
It's
not?
up to you. It's up to you.
Yeah, gotta do it sometime. Why not here?
Okay.
And I still got 2 attacks,
You
right?
still get 2 attacks. Yeah, it gives you a whole action, and that action can be an attack action. That definitely hits the next time. Owie. He says owie as you slam the
Yeah.
as you slam the warhammer into his side and whip it around and try to swing again, but because you bend over and you just go over the top of his head.
Too bad.
All right. It is now Marcus's turn, who is still not logged in.
Just keep playing me. I'll get there eventually.
You, sir. Let's see here. Cat has logged in. It doesn't look like you're actually trying to log in. Sir.
No, I am here.
No, Cat is logged in. I'm talking to Marcus.
Oh, sorry.
So I would suggest that either you don't have an internet connection or you have the wrong IP.
Well,
Marcus, not Cat. Marcus is gonna continue to fire with sharpshooter. The only one you can see though is this guy currently. So he's gonna shoot at him.
Don't miss.
And fires again with sharpshooter,
Oh, he
and
misses.
totally the thing just blows up in his face and falls down on the floor, and he bends over and picks it up as his bonus action and curses, and then moves a little bit closer so he can potentially see more guys. That is Marcus's turn. This guard attacks Rhux with a longsword, swings the longsword at you, Rhux. Is able to get past your defenses and hits you for a pretty decent hit. Schwack! See, these guys don't have multi-attack. Oh, they do. Oh my god.
Turn.
Well, I will finish out this round without them having used multi-attack, and it is now Iylis' turn. Next round, they will start using their multi-attack.
Are they level 5?
No, they're not level 5. Iylis, you're certainly up.
I'm gonna move into the room and then target this dude all the way over here.
Okay.
I don't like his clothing.
They're all wearing the same thing.
And
I don't know. I got nothing else for you.
I think I'll do another magic missile on him.
Okay. Roll for damage. Whack!
Whack.
More of these bolts of force energy come flying from Iylis and go across the water this time, not over your head, Hylough. You can hear them, but you can hear them buzz over the water and slam into the guardsman who's firing arrows over at that spot.
Cool.
All right, so now it's top of the third round. The guardsmen do have multi-attack. The question becomes, can they use it with... No, they can only make 2 melee attacks, so it's been okay. It's just the 3 guys who've been fighting with a melee attack that do not have the multi-attack. So this guy, seeing his buddy getting kind of thwacked and whacked and everything else, drops his bow and draws his longsword and moves closer and attacks Hylough with his longsword. So now he does get multi-attack. First attack with his longsword. Ooh, Hylough gets slammed with the power strike. And that's as the sword comes in, not expecting the guy who's been using the bow the whole time to actually grow a pair and come closer. He's not even watching as the sword comes directly at him and slides through in between the plates of his armor into his side. And then he seems to quickly pull it out and swing it around at you, but you're able to dodge out of the way. That is that guard. Is Raven going to do anything, Praedyth? John, I see you have actually logged into.
Yeah. Nothing is working for me tonight, so but I'm here.
All right. You did hit with your first sharpshooter in the first round.
Awesome. I also just noticed the badly missed that I did when I was scrolling
and then
back.
last time you just rolled one. I'm sorry. You're kind of being
It's
very
my character,
bipolar
man.
this evening.
Yeah, that's true.
Praedyth, are you doing anything with the bird? Brian, bird.
The bird?
The bird. The bird is the word. I said the bird. Bird is the word.
Bird is the word. Don't you know about the bird? Everybody's heard that the bird is the word.
Sad part is only 3 of us know that song.
I know it. I just don't want to sing
4
it.
of us know that song.
I know it. I just also don't want to see.
I didn't sing.
Bird's going to go into here.
Are you still
And that's it.
flying? Are you flying here?
Mm-hmm.
Whee. Hovering. He's going to hover there.
You can't hover it. All right, so here's the there. All right, this guard is he's not feeling so good. He's been hit a few times, but he is going to strike back with his longsword, and he's going to attack Hylough. Oh man, that looks cocked on my screen, but it's on my screen, but it was a 4. And then he swings half-heartedly at you, and you easily just, you basically just slap it away with your hand. And then he tries another swing at you. And this one is a little bit better, because you took your hand and kind of slapped it away. You weren't ready for the swing that came back, and it hits you in the side.
Yeah.
That is the guard's turn. Aaron is up. Aaron.
Somebody finish somebody over there.
Aaron's gonna again attack the guard that's next to him. Does he have multi-attack? And he attacks with his longsword and drops it.
Oh no!
And
cuts off
kind of
his
avoids what's going on there and is able to scoop it back up. And that's the end of his turn. This guard here tries to take advantage of the drop in the sword and swings with his sword twice, because he should have been doing that for 2 rounds instead of just this third one. Misses with the first attack as Aaron kind of dodges out of the way, and then tries to hit him again. And this time Aaron continues to swoops under, picks up his sword, and parries the blow. All right, this guard here. Let's see, Stanley killed a guard who I shouldn't have.
Oh.
Very briefly. He, seeing Iylis and getting hit by that magic missile, he decides to shoot Iylis with a bow.
No.
And hits Iylis with that bow.
No.
Doing a few
Ouch.
points of damage. It's
Ouchie.
merely a flesh wound.
Just to scratch my arms off.
Yeah. He then kind of slides over a bit to get a more direct attack angle at you. And Rhux, you're now up. It's the Rhux person.
I think he's going to attack that guy, but we won't know till he does it.
Yeah. Andrew. Are you
Hi,
looking?
sorry.
Your turn.
I will continue to just whack-a-mole at this man in front of me.
Why does it sound like you're walking around? Anyway, go ahead. Whack-a-mole.
Whack.
I don't know what he's doing. Andrew, do you want somebody else to whack them all for you, or what are you doing?
We don't know.
Is he on mute?
No.
No, I'm
Okay,
here.
second.
No, yes.
Are we attacking for you, or are you attacking?
Can you hit him for me real quick?
First attack hits. You slam the trident into him, and he tries to wiggle. He wiggles free as he kind of pushes back against it. And you do an extra 3 points because the thing also does that on the first attack. And then you attack a second time with the trident on the same guy who's still up. Unfortunately, this one, he's able to get his sword up in the way and block it out of the way.
Yeah, he seems to be good at that.
All right. You doing anything with a bonus action?
Not on this turn, no.
All right. Dresd'a, you are up.
All right. So I'm assuming I'm seeing a door in front of me. And I'm going to walk through.
No, I mean, the door is open.
2, 3, 4, 5,
4, 5.
6, 5. Okay.
Oh, no, where you're at was 5.
Oh,
This,
yeah.
to here is 5. Diagonals count.
Oh, okay. All right.
5 is here. You're currently at 4.
All right. I guess I'll hang out here for a minute. And let me see. That's Hylough. I shall ping on this guy to try to help him out a little. Is that the guy that just whacked him with the sword?
Which guy?
The one I have selected?
It is one of them who has been hitting him with the sword. Many people have been hitting him with the sword.
Arrows.
And arrows. And a variety of other things.
All right, then I'll target this other dude here then. Let me get my character. Pop it out. Come on. And I'll use the bow of Huyi.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
Yay.
It does a lot of
Okay.
damage. Except
Yeah.
that it...
And then I shall use my frosty dude chill guy. And let's
No,
see.
you should update your longbow when you're doing with Huyi to add +4 to your damage.
Okay. Oh, okay.
It does. If you notice,
It's +6 because I use my charisma stat.
and your charisma
then-
stat is only +4
Right, but I get +2 for.
to attack, not to damage. Fighting style archery gives you a bonus to attack, not to...
Yeah, no, I thought there was something. I thought I got to, I don't know, proficiency or something.
Nope, not for damage. You
Okay.
never do it for damage. You get proficiency for attack,
Yeah.
but you don't get it for damage.
Okay.
But you do get a +4 because the
Yeah.
Huyi gives you +4, gives you your charisma. That's Eagle Eyes gives you charisma for attacks and damage rolls with ranged weapons.
Right.
So, anyway, I just gave him 4 more points of damage. That's what he...
Okay. And chill guy, where are you, chill guy? Let me see. That's glitch. There's chill. Let's see. I thought I had it set up. Where's the dice thingy? Ah, there it is. All right, so
I hit.
chill guy. Yay. And that's, oh, nice. That's 6 cold damage.
And
And
an arrow
It
comes slamming past you, Hylough, slams into the guy, followed by some strange ice missile of some sort.
Snowball!
Both hitting the guy.
Cool. I just stand here, get hit, and everybody else kills them.
Yeah, well,
I'd be done.
that's
Yeah.
how it works. This guard continues to bleed out. Praedyth, you're up.
All right. I will do something.
Come on in, guys. We got more folks
always a
over
grand
here.
plan to do something.
Around the corner. Hylough's all alone.
I will target the guy that Rhux is attacking. I'll pop off a Toll the Dead.
Okay. Guard failed his saving throw.
All right.
And you guys hear a bong, and then the guy Rhux is fighting just drops.
Oh wow.
That's cool. Do that
Hey,
again.
Fun part.
Do it again.
There's plenty more over here around the corner.
Yeah.
How many have we killed so far? I think I got the only kills on the team.
I think you've killed both of them so far. Yes.
Yeah, I got the only kills on the team right now.
This is just to make up for all the times you rolled like 5 and 6.
Yeah.
About time you did something.
That's all I'm gonna do.
Okay, Hylough, it is your turn.
Well, before I forget, I will do this.
Your second wind.
Yeah.
Here, there you go. That was a good roll. That got you back up a bit.
And then we will do. Yeah, in front of me.
Hylough kind of defensively swings his sword back and forth a bit, takes a deep breath and kind of centers himself again, and then swings hard. But the guard's still stumbling around a bit and just mistimes it.
There.
His second one, though, lands with a crack. And the guy kind of cracks him upside his left shoulder, and you see him kind of wobble for a little bit, and he looks at you, and he's like, and then he just crumples to the ground.
I look at the guy next to him and I say, "You're next."
That's fair.
Intimidation.
Not good. Marcus, you're up.
Okay, so I will got a couple good shots. Rhux is wounded. I'm gonna move in one. Oh, there's a guy there.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
Iron's been fighting him.
You could go through Iylis instead. Stay away.
Well, I mean, I didn't know he was there. Did I know he was there?
Aaron's been fighting somebody. So
okay, so I don't have to. I don't have to take the opportunity attack.
He's somebody.
Okay. So that's 2. Diagonal for 3, 4. And then I'm going to select that and do that. You got this.
Thanks.
By the way, Hylough, you still haven't used your.
Oh man, I should have used it on that last one. Yeah,
that's why I was like, I was going to give you that too, but
no, he still hasn't used it.
I just forgot about it. Okay.
1, 2, that's the way it is. 3, 4. That's why I don't play boards. And then I'm going to go 5. And is that are those crates directly above Dresd'a?
Yes.
Is that a place I can hide into or get cover behind? Or
as I was saying earlier, all of this row is considered it's difficult terrain. So
okay,
everything else is fine. Anything that's like 1 or 2 crates, got 2 crates on it, is difficult terrain.
If I do the rogue action hide, is it someplace I could stealth there, or is it not enough to get behind?
I would say you could.
Oh wait, I don't have that yet, do I? Never mind. That's level 2, I think.
Okay, you say so. I mean,
Yep.
You could. Yeah, I think you're right. As a bonus action, it's level 2. Right.
Yeah, I think it's level 2. So
I would also say that you could try to do it, but it's not super great hiding, so you would have had a disadvantage on the roll. But you could have still tried to do it.
It's okay. So I'll do this.
That's right.
I'll continue to where the raven is. 3.
There is literally, as you're getting closer there, you're hearing somebody shout from there, like, help us, please, help us. And as you step on there, you can see there are people through that grate.
Oh my.
Okay. I'll duck down and I've already used an action. Can I do bonus action perception to see, like, is there a lock or what's holding it?
It's locked. You don't need a bonus action.
Okay, but I mean, is it like a lock where I could break it from is it locked from above, a padlock from above?
Yeah, it's like a grate in the floor that's padlocked.
Okay. Then I am done at the moment. So I'm done.
This guard continues to bleed out. Iylis.
All right. I'm going to take another shot at the guy in the back.
Oh, you're going to shoot the guy in the back? That's very rude of you. Gosh, why would you shoot him in the back?
Shoot the guy in the back.
I know.
It's me, you yellow belly.
Let's see here. I think I will. Actually, I think I'm gonna target him instead.
Okay.
And do a little. What is it? Which one is it? Not that one. It's frostbite. Yeah.
He fails the Constitution saving throw. And takes
Cool.
10. You see some frost appear along the side of his face, coming down from his helmet. He's like, he starts trying to wipe it off and stuff like that.
He has disadvantage
snowballs?
Yep.
on his next weapon attack. Let's
Top
go.
of the next round is this guard, is the one you just did. He's like wiping it off and trying to swing with his sword at the same time. He will multi-attack against Hylough again.
Oh.
And the first
Oh.
No. The first attack is with disadvantage, so give me a second. You do it.
Let's go.
I forgot to hit
I saved you.
Oh, you still take this
sort
damage.
of.
But you didn't take the double damage, so
Yeah.
and then he swings again, and drops his weapon. So he spends some time kind of scrambling down there to pick it back up.
And he sucks.
It's the Raven's turn. Praedyth.
All right, Raven. Raven. Gonna do this
Okay.
over here.
He is still up in the air.
Well, he's gonna go down and poke this dude with his beak attack.
He misses.
Well, you know, I guess we got flanking through Hylough.
All right.
That's it.
This one continues to bleed out. Aaron is up. Still no coal. So Aaron will continue to attack this guy. Longsword at him. And unfortunately, this guy seems to be holding his own and blocks the attack.
After practically slaughtering him, he's having a hard time
he had
finishing him
one
off.
shot that was perfect, and then now he can't seem to hit him since. Aaron, it gets returned attack by this guy. First attack on him hits Aaron. Now Aaron is going to try to use his resilience die, though. So I remember how that works. Where is it? Warden. Natural resilience. The attack roll. Okay, so he's going to expend. That's his reaction, I think. Okay, so he will do the resilience, which is die roll d4. He rolls a d4. X that from the thing. Actually, I don't know why he did it. It doesn't help. He still gets hit because his armor class is only a 15. So he takes that damage, which we just did, and he uses one of his resilience dice. All right. Was that both attacks from the guard? No, that was the first one. Roll, he attacks the second one. Second attack. And misses. Alright, next guard is the one that Iylis has been firing stuff at, so he returns the favor to Iylis. Shoots him with a short bow. And it does hit, causing him to take another slice of the arrow goes by and kind of another flesh wound as it goes by him. It is now Rhux's turn.
Indeed. Well, I heard a bell and the dude in front of me just freaking died, so
He
you know.
didn't die. He dropped to the ground. He's currently unconscious and bleeding.
As it be.
That's fine. All right, I'm gonna turn to since that man is down, we will turn to this man
Okay.
that Aaron is currently scrapping with, and then I will just do his job for him. Maybe not.
You miss with the first one. It slides up against the armor and misses, and you kind of roll back with the second head of the thing and do the same thing. And again, he just avoids it, and it slides up against his armor.
Yo, this guy's good.
He's probably the better of the guys. Anything else?
That's really good. No, it should be fun.
Okay.
Use that thing. Whatever.
Dresd'a, your turn.
All right. Give me just a second. I'm trying to fix up my longbow here. I think I figured out what was going on. Damage there. That. See if that works. All right. I should still have him highlighted. Yes, so I'm gonna ping on him. Longbow attack.
Ooh.
Miss.
Can I roll once more just to see if the damage takes, and I'll unselect them?
Oh.
I just want to see if the damage thing is working.
Let me just take a look at it. You don't need to roll
All right.
it. It'll be fine. You picked the charisma modifier as the ability, so you're fine.
All right.
It'll do what it's supposed to.
So I missed, and Chill Guy is going to take his turn, see if he can. And I unselected him.
That's all right. No, but you have to roll damage directly and just tell me what it is. So, but you do hit him for sure.
1.
1 point of damage.
And he's dead.
He's not dead.
Oh.
Good try. The one that I just gone over is totally bleeding out, though. In fact, I think that was the first one. He might actually. This guy, I think, officially dies. And I will hide him from the thing and hide him from here. He went down pretty quickly. All right. Praedyth, you are up.
You said it was my turn, right?
Yes. Your name is Praedyth, right?
Well, I have many names. No enemies in my line of sight. So move forward. Okay. I will cast. Yeah, I'll just fire off another Toll of Dead. That works so well last time.
Which guy?
This new guy. The new guy, the one that I had my bird target last turn.
Okay.
It's still targeted.
He succeeded.
Well, then I guess that's
You
it.
hear guys hear another bong, and everybody starts looking around to see who falls next, and nothing seems to happen.
Results may vary.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. Hylough, you're up.
What to do? I think I will.
Oh, you didn't have to move. Why to attack?
Well, I wanted to. That's why.
Okay.
I wanted to move over there and face him like a man.
All right. So whack. To swing the warhammer and slam into him. He's like, poof. He's like, you're gonna pay for that.
Okay.
Again, though. Whack again. He's like, is that the best you can do?
He just keeps taunting you.
Except that you didn't have him targeted, so.
Oh man, dang.
So technically, you did 19 points of damage to it.
Technically. Sorry about that.
No, that's okay. I was like, well, it doesn't look like his hit points are going down. He's like, he kind of, and blood kind of splats out onto the ground. He's like, is that the best you can do?
It's not the best, but you know, I'll get you next time.
Okay.
I want to give you a fighting chance.
Marcus, here.
So I will pop up and shoot that guy, hopefully, with the light crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
Is it noisy in here, just for future reference?
There's
How loud
literally
is this
people
fight
right
gonna-
underneath you shouting at you.
Okay, there you go. So I'll drop my light crossbow and shoot him with the heavy pistol.
Okay.
Instead. So. Okay, and then I get extra sneak attack damage with that.
Except that he's already dead.
Okay, no big deal then.
Sorry. You do, but he's already dead.
Okay.
Hylough, yet another thing goes whizzing past your ear, and slams into the guy, and a gout of blood comes out his back, and he, after a large pow, comes out from behind you, and he just drops to the ground. The people underneath you, Marcus, stop shouting.
Yes. We're here to rescue you.
Maybe.
Just
We're
made a
part of the Rebel
super
Alliance.
loud noise. That was very confusing to them.
So I will move
You are
here.
being
I
Actually,
heard a few
Please
eardrums.
do not resist.
Yep. Yeah. So I guess with my bonus action, I won't do anything right now.
Okay.
I will bend down and start looking at the lock.
Okay. Guard bleeds out. Continues to bleed out. Iylis, you're up.
All right. So there's the guy to my left who's still up.
Aaron and Rhux have been trying to take down, and
well, this looks like a job for wizardry.
and then the one straight way across the thing.
I'm going to since you guys can't. Is he dead yet?
No, he's not actually. He didn't kill him.
No.
There's a bunch of magic of missiles come wrapping around Aaron, in between Aaron and Rhux, and slam into the guy. And he's like, and a little bit of smoke comes up and kind of drops down to a knee, but looks up and kind of puts his hand up a little bit. He's like, oh. But he's still moving, doesn't go unconscious.
Leave him up. I want to talk to this
I
one.
want to kill him. Anything else from you?
That's going to be all.
All right. This guard bleeds. Raven's turn.
The Raven is going to. Well, I'm in the dead, so. Guess. So these grates, that's where we're hearing the cries for help, correct?
Yeah, there's
You
people
don't
down
hear-
there.
There's none under the Raven, and currently they stopped crying for help because Marcus
Right.
made a super loud, strange noise.
And it echoed very loudly
Yeah.
throughout their chamber.
Probably, yes.
All right. Yeah, let's attack this dude. I'm gonna see if I do something cool with the people on the ground, but nah. Just a nice little big attack
Unfortunately, he misses.
that he misses.
All right.
Well,
Anything else?
that's it. Right.
All right. Guardsman
Nope.
bleeds. Aaron's turn. We
Killing
have,
this guy.
we have an Aaron. There's a guy in front of you. He just went down to the ground and he kind of put his hand up, but he hasn't really said anything. It's up to you whether or not you want to finish him or not.
Maybe just give him a good old KO.
I did just call out to leave him up because I want to talk to him.
Yeah, all right. I shall restrain him.
Great idea.
Doing what?
You know, like picking him up, putting him in his arm,
You're
putting
going to
him in.
grapple him?
Yeah, yeah, that's
Give
fine.
me an athletics check.
Athletics.
Okay, against his
Also, I love the
acrobatics
one time
or
I'm not here is the one
And
time
you
I
are
get a
strong.
good initiative.
athletics, or well, they're both the same. So he will attempt to stay out of your grasp, but fail. So you have restrained him. You have grappled him. He is currently restrained. All right. Anything else? This guy is the one you have restrained. Says, and kind of coughs up a little bit of blood. And he says, all right. And he kind of drops his sword that he still had in his hand, and he says, Gil, just stop. Just stop. It's not worth it anymore. And then Gil, whose turn it is next, actually, looks at the bird that keeps tried to peck him, and looks at you guys, looks at the people on the ground, and he drops the bow and kind of puts his hands up and gets down on his knees and says, all right. You guys win. You guys win. Rhux, it is your turn.
All right. Well, if they're going to surrender, Rhux is going to move to stabilize any of them that are not dead. Like
Okay.
I think there was one here who's like dead, right?
One of them, yes.
I know you
Only
said
one of them
died.
is actually down. He took so many points of damage from magic missiles and sharpshooter and everything else. There's
Well,
Yeah,
it'd
this
be
guy-
like
it was
that.
this guy right here.
Yeah,
Yeah, so he's
yes.
dead. I'm going to stabilize this guy.
Yep. Okay, you do it. It's fine.
Um,
I'm gonna put him at 1 hit point just because this thing thinks person's dead at 0.
mhm.
Not a PC, but he is currently still down in a. Oops.
I'll move over to here, and I have the ability to do. I'm assuming I can't do 2 of these.
No, it's an action to do it.
Stabilization is an action.
Yep.
Do I have anything else? Not really.
Okay.
Bonus action lay on hands.
No,
No, it's not a bonus.
I wish. If it was, I would do it.
All right. Dresd'a, you gonna do anything?
Is this guy still alive?
No, Rhux literally just stabilized him.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I brought him back. We're not
Just
here to kill
stabilize it.
people.
And can I see
This just happened.
Yes, you
can
can
I
see that guy.
this guy, or are the walls too
No,
high?
there's no walls there. It's just
Oh, okay.
He just surrendered.
he literally just
Just
Cat-
as an FYI.
he
Okay,
literally just
so-
dropped his bow and put his hands up and got on his knees and said, "You guys win."
Just
Okay,
as
so
an FYI.
All right, so I would recognize that as surrender.
Some people
If
would.
you wish to shoot an
I
unarmed
hope
man,
so.
I'm not going to stop you.
No, I do not wish to shoot an unarmed man. I'm just trying to figure out what I can see and can't see. That's all.
He actually has 2 arms, but whatever.
No, I said unarmed, not one arm.
But
Don't
I'm just
worry, he's
gonna-
armless.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hang back.
Okay. All right. This guy bleeds some. Praedyth, you gonna do anything?
We gonna tie him up?
No, I mean, Praedyth will finally come
I've
into the
got
room, I guess,
rope.
with the rest of the people, but he's not going to do anything.
Okay.
He's not going to
Hylough?
attack anybody or anything like that.
Hylough, where are you moving to? Because I already moved on. So, Hylough,
What do I do?
are you gonna do anything?
I'm gonna go start to rescue people. So if there's anything else I need to do, I mean,
you look down in there as you move over in there. There's nobody in that one.
okay,
Not that you can see anyway.
all right, yeah. I can do that too, right?
You can move over there. You can't. Perception actually looking in there is actually an action.
Okay, all right.
So Marcus, you're up.
To crane your neck is an action.
Why? Just to do it twice. Once is okay, but-
Once is okay, but to do it again, yeah.
Okay,
you're pushing it.
so Marcus will go here.
Mhm.
And the guy I shot, does he have a chance to still be alive?
Sure.
Okay, then I will
I mean, you just shot him last round, so.
yeah, I know. I don't have stabilized to dying.
He's only
I
mostly
just shot him last round. I'll go ahead and do a medicine
Yeah,
check
you can do
then.
medicine.
I won't waste the healing if it's only one round of death so far.
Waste the healing.
Sure. Do your medicine check. If you roll a 1, he definitely dies.
Yep. I rolled a 9 though.
You
Just trying to stabilize him,
Yeah,
but
you can stabilize him. I'm just saying though that
You
No, I know.
staunch the
a 1
wound.
would have been
I know.
enough
Bad.
You like accidentally
Yeah.
stab him by accident or
No,
something
if
like
it's
that.
a 1, he was already dead.
Yeah.
Just ignore that. I'm like his heart. I'm squeezing his
Just
heart
the
in
just the-
my
okay.
hand. He was
Whoops.
just dead.
This guy stays unconscious. Iylis, your turn. You gonna do anything or just?
All right, I'm gonna talk to this guy.
Well, I mean, we can come to that. It's just meant anything that requires us to be in combat.
I don't believe I intend to do that.
Okay.
No.
All right. Well then, we
Unless
will-
you want,
No.
tying, if you want me to tie this guy, go ahead and tie this guy up
No,
with my
you don't
rope.
have to. I was giving people the opportunity to complete out the round. That's all.
Okay, cool.
In which case, then we are done with this round of combat, or this combat entirely. And
That sucks.
you guys,
Rhux will finish stabilizing the other guy.
yeah, you can stabilize.
Just do.
So I'm looking for keys.
What
Do they
the
have
heck did
keys
I
on
just
them?
do?
They died. They all died.
That was weird.
No, Rhux new fireball. What
Very
happened?
weird. I don't
They
know what
all
happened.
disappeared randomly.
Yeah, it was very weird.
I vaporized them.
Not
It
again.
was very weird.
No disintegrations.
There we go. That was just really weird.
That's the only thing I'm good at.
Okay. Rhux is starting to stabilize another guy. The one guy, Aaron has him kind of restrained him, is holding his arms together. The one guy by the Raven is currently on his knees on the floor with his hands up, bow kind of dropped to the side. And he's just looking at you guys like a little dazed, like, holy cow, that was a bit more work than he's had to do in a while. Hylough, you look down below you again, and there's nobody down there either that you can see. But I mean, looking down in there, it's you see that the floor down there is kind of a dirt packed sort of muddy floor, with some straw and rags and stuff like that, and it's very dark in there. I mean, basically just some light coming through the grate into a basically what looks like maybe a 10 by 10 or a 10 by 15 room. It's hard to tell given the shadows and stuff like that. And give me a perception roll.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I was gonna just go ahead and pull the grate off and
Well, it's
And,
locked. Like it is
oh,
padlocked
okay.
down. So trying to pull the grate off is a strength check, or you have to get some keys or something. Yeah, I mean, it's so dark down there, you can't tell if there's anybody down there. You don't hear any movement or see any movement. So if there is somebody down in there, they're unconscious or dead or something like that.
we have keys.
You don't currently have you have the keys to the warehouse.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Well,
pull out
we'll
the keys
try
and
this.
start trying them. None of them work on this.
Okay. So well, then we go around to the other guards and ask them to start get them, shake them down with the keys. And
Oh yeah, that's what I'm doing.
So who's doing what?
I'm interrogating the guard.
All right. You look at the guard. What are you saying? What are you asking?
Who are the people on the floor? Who are you keeping under the grates?
He looks at you, and just shakes his head. Doesn't say anything.
Can I punch him?
Sure.
I'm gonna punch him.
All right. Roll
Strength check.
roll an attack with advantage because he's restrained.
I mean, I don't really have a. Would that just be a strength check?
Roll a d20.
Okay.
With advantage. It's not a strength check. It's roll a d20 with advantage. It's an unarmed attack. Everybody has an unarmed attack.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Once he does this, I'm gonna do something.
So
Did I do that right?
you swing and
Yikes.
try
was
to
the other
hit
one?
him, but you rolled. No, you didn't do it right. You only rolled 1d20.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll do it again.
I don't know
I was
what.
about to say, how bad was the other one?
That's a little better.
Yeah, it's still, even with advantage, you hit him in the armor and your hand hurts.
Well, I'm trying to hit him in the face.
Yeah, it's still not good enough for that. Like,
And you remember why you're a wizard and not a warrior.
And then I remember why I'm a wizard, and then I turned to Aerra and I said, "Can you punch him for me, please?"
Before you do that, when you swing, Praedyth walks up after you swing and says, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa." Hey, you know what? He flies off the handle sometimes. Walk it off.
Fine. I'm sorry.
We can get through this. We can work together here if you just work with me and tell us what we want to know. We don't have to deal with that guy.
he looks down at
we're
you.
doing good cop, bad
Yeah,
cop,
they're
huh?
doing good, right? He looks down at you and just shakes his head and doesn't say anything.
Have we heard him speak at all?
Yeah, he told the other guy to
Okay.
stand down. So yes, you've heard him speak.
So he does understand the language, because that'd be funny.
Probably.
Yes.
He probably understands language. Anybody else doing anything currently?
I would like to pick a lock on this, if I can see what's down beneath me, or I'll go back and go.
Well, I mean, you look down there.
Right.
Give me a perception roll, because like I said, it's murky down there. You can see movement. Somebody's moving around down there. But they stop shouting after you shut.
Yeah, all right down there. We're here to help.
It's like, is it over?
Yes. Hang on, we'll try to get you out. Who are you?
Name is Katarina.
Do I recognize or I heard anybody missing named Katarina?
No one.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't know of any Katarina.
It's not one of the daily screams.
No,
Wait
it
a
wasn't
minute.
a daily scream.
No, not the screams, but a daily crier,
No.
town crier things.
No.
Yeah.
She says, but my father here he's in a bad shape. They hit him in the back of the head when they took us, and
Okay, well, we can help. Let me get down there.
no one's helped him. Actually, Catriona is what her name. So yeah, you see her. You can't really make out that there's a second person down there. So you're just gonna have to take her word for it.
I'll try to pick the lock. I've got thieves' tools.
Go for it.
So is that just a D20 plus my
Dexterity
proficiency?
check. Dexterity check. And if you're proficient in thieves' tools, you can add proficiency.
And I am.
You kind of work it for a little bit, and with a satisfying click, the lock springs open.
Okay.
Figure it doesn't really take that long. It's like, wow, that was a pretty easy lock. You pull out the padlock, and you can pull up the grate. As you pull up the grate,
there's stairs or anything that would. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
As you pull up the grate, you look down, and there's more light floods into there, and you can see that there is a man, maybe 40s-ish. He's got a little bit of gray at the temples, wearing what looks to be like a fisherman's kind of jerkin and
I know who
pants
these
and stuff
are.
like that. Kind of lying in the thing, and you can see that there's even at this distance, you can see there's kind of a knot on the back of his head. And this blonde girl looks up at you and she says, "Oh, is there a ladder or anything?" You look around. You look around for a bit. You don't, and then you notice that there is a ladder behind the sacks over here on the side.
Okay, I'll drop the ladder. What was the name of the vessel that we found?
Are we going to have to
It was
return
just a
those
fisherman
supplies?
vessel. You didn't.
It didn't have a name on it.
Didn't
Okay.
have a name on it.
I thought it was
We did the boat.
a man and his son. I didn't know it was a man and a girl.
I don't know. I mean, I'm just
I
guessing.
thought they called it the minnow. Didn't they call it?
I might have called it the minnow because it was.
Yeah, I think you called it the minnow.
You get the ladder down there, and do you go down?
I'll actually see.
Pretty clear.
I'll try to lift her up.
Yeah, she can come up, but it's pretty clear she can't bring her father up. That's
no. I'll help. I'll go down. I'll bring her up first.
You realize that she's also wearing kind of like loose pants and things like that of what would potentially be a fisherman, and she's got very close cropped hair. It could be very easy to mistake.
Could be a boy mistaken.
Yep.
So, are you from the minnow?
That's what my father calls the boat. Yeah.
Your vessel's okay. Let me go help your father. We found it when we came in.
She's like, "What? Okay."
Your ship.
And you start down. She kind of moves over and sits on one of the. She kind of moves over and sits on these crates here.
Rhux, can you help me?
While you're doing this, the one guy that dropped his bow has moved slightly. He seems to be slowly inching his way this way.
Before Rhux goes to help,
and the other guy that Aaron has a hold of is just kind of watching what's going on, but still hasn't said anything. Anybody else?
Does Praedyth see? Does Praedyth see that guy move?
He's kind of like very slowly inching his way.
I mean, Rhux was going to go over and tie him up as soon as he was done sparing the other guy anyway.
Okay, so you go over there and pull out some rope and tie his hands.
Right. Yeah, that guy's not going anywhere. And then Rhux will go down to pull the other guy out.
Is he okay to move back and heal him? Or
he's got a big knot that's kind of matted with blood on the back of his head.
Right.
Definitely somebody whacked him or maybe pushed him over and he hit his head on something or big goose egg. His breathing is ragged, but not a little thready, but not like failing or anything like that. Clearly he's stable, but not in a good state. That's all.
Right.
We can get him home.
So
comes over and starts to help you. Anybody else doing anything?
Well, I'm just gonna try to. Did I find the keys? Did I find any keys? These things.
Looking around.
Searching the guards.
You search the guys that are down. You don't find any keys on them. That leaves potentially the two guys that are up.
Okay, well, I'll just search them. I don't want to deal with picking the things or cracking it open, but
which guy are you going to check first?
You should also watch out for this dude. Yeah,
this guy here
is tied up down.
Okay. Yeah, well, I'll check the guy at the bottom first.
Okay.
And
you go over and give him a search over. Give me an investigation check.
Investigation.
No, when you checked out the other two guys that were near you, I'm assuming you didn't go over to do the other two that are on the far side.
Can't find anything.
You search through there. You find some money on him, but you don't find any keys.
I guess your dice don't look cool enough, Dad.
Yeah, I guess it's probably it.
Dice looking cool enough. It's just he doesn't find any.
I get high.
Well, I ask him, "Do you have any keys on you? What are the keys to this thing?"
He looks at you. Doesn't say anything.
Doesn't say anything. Okay. I need a toilet to stick his head in or something like that.
Yeah, it's a big water thing right there.
Yeah, look at there.
That looks like a toilet to me.
Not really, but.
Okay. Well, I'll move to the other guy if I can. So, but whatever.
Well, there's the two guys that are you've checked the two guys that were near you.
Okay.
There's still the two guys that are across the way that are near Dresd'a and Iylis, and then there's the one guy who's still kind of that Aaron has got a hold of.
Yeah, well, that's right. Yeah, I'll move from guy to guy. Just see what I can find.
You take a look at the other two guys that are down. Don't find any keys on them. Potentially that leaves the last guy Aaron has. Okay. You do find money on everybody so far. I'll just give you all what it is when you're kind of done.
I do another investigation on this one guy.
Yeah, you can.
All right.
Searching through his pockets, you do come upon some keys.
Oh, there. And I go over and unlock anything.
The one grate is already up. Unlocking the other two, looking inside. It's a pretty dingy, nasty place to be in, but there's nothing. You can actually see manacles attached to some blocks on the floor. in this particular one, looking over here, you see manacles on the floor, and you can also see some up against the edge of the wall as you open things up, and more light gets inside. But there's nobody in them. Just the two were in the north one. Rhux, you go down there and help Marcus, and between the two of you, you get the guy up.
I'll go ahead and do a cure wounds on him.
Okay, you get him up on top, and then Marcus does a cure wounds on him. You have.
They have no reason to chase that whale anymore. Come back to us.
Hylough, you found 5 platinum marks, 35 gold marks, 7 silver marks, and 52 copper marks on the various guards.
Okay, cool.
Hey, we made 3 flat. Let's go.
Yeah. That is 3 platinum.
No, I said one of them was 5 platinum marks, so.
Money.
Yeah, I accidentally had him selected when
I'm gonna start looking through barrels and stuff like that. See what.
Did we see the egg? Did anybody?
Yeah. You haven't seen any. You haven't started looking around the warehouse yet, so no, you haven't seen the egg.
Okay,
that's what I'm doing right now. That's what I want.
Well, shouldn't we go? I think we should go intimidate the man who had the keys. All right,
sure.
The small spellcasters are not here for intimidation.
All right, so you start looking around Hylough. Anybody else doing anything? I mean, it's a warehouse full of stuff, so it's going to take a little bit of time. But things can happen at the same time.
Yeah, should we send somebody to get to the? Well, we have the police powers, so we could send someone to the watch. To come and arrest these guys.
Well, we don't know what they have here, so we can't say what they were getting arrested for.
Well, they
besides
have
fighting us.
a woman and a little girl and her father locked in a cage.
The little girl is. I mean, she looks like she's at least in her teens. she's just a tomboy, basically.
But I mean,
gotta play it up
at least kidnapping.
Yeah, that's kidnapping. That's for sure. Probably slave trading and everything.
She kind of looks as you her father starts to eyes flutter a bit as the knot kind of goes down. And he kind of sits up and he's like, oh. And he looks around. He notices he's not in the thing, or you're not sure how long he's been out, but he kind of looks around a little bit. And his daughter comes over and gives him a hug and says, "Dad, we're safe now. These guys are helping us." And he's like, oh, "What happened? This thing I remember is the guys boarding the ship."
What guys board the ship? These
guys?
To the guards.
He looks around at the guards that are on the thing. No. Well, the one that he points over at the one that Aaron has. It's like, well, that guy looks a little familiar.
Insight. Does that guy start to look like, guilty?
Yeah.
Well, the daughter should be able to identify him too.
She says, well, I mean, she's like, these guys put us on the ship, and she's like, Dad, they put us on the ship. They carried you. They knocked you over, and you kind of fell on the boat and didn't get up. And I didn't know what to do, so I just did what they asked, which is we got on their ship, and they put us down in the hold. And I don't know, maybe an hour or two later, they came down and put bags over our heads, and then got us on a rowboat, I think, because that's what it sounded like. And then when they pulled the bag off, they pushed me down into the cage thing.
Why did they?
But I remember seeing that guy. Yeah, here.
Had you found anything? Was the reason?
No,
I mean, we found your vessel.
No. Why? Did they say why they were doing what they were doing?
No one said anything. And this time the other guy goes, no, they kind of approached and they said that from their ship was kind of small, maybe more of a schooner or something like that. Not very big. Bigger than our vessel though. And two of them claimed when they got up close, they claimed that the water was theirs and our fishing was illegal. I'm pretty sure that's not true. We're up in the north side because the fish in the bay haven't been catching or biting very well. So when I told them they were full of shit, the two of them kind of got down and dropped into our boat, and then they pushed me and I fell back, and I think it probably hit my head or something. That's the last I remember until now. And the girl says I think that was yesterday, Dad. There were some nasty noises last night. during the rainstorm.
Yeah, you got a lot to catch up on.
Did they mention anything about an egg, or did you overhear them talking about
Like, oh, eggs. Like chicken eggs?
or the item or some type of lizard?
No.
Any weird noises? Okay.
Sharks.
Did the vessel look
the only
like?
thing she says, oh, I mean, no, I didn't hear anything about that, but the only thing I heard is somebody up here mentioned something about, said something like she would be a good replacement for the previous one, for the woman who had died before she could be delivered. That's all they said. I heard something like that. I don't know what that means, but I'm certainly glad you guys got here when you did.
The woman who had died.
Give me your insight check that you were trying to do.
Okay. Ugh. Back to my normal rolls.
Yeah, none of them seem any non-plus or anything like that.
Well, I mean,
Katrina,
I was watching this guy. Can I?
Yeah, you can do it.
Also,
Katrina kind of thinks a little bit more. She's like, "Oh wait, they also mentioned they were going to take us someplace tonight. I don't know where. There is a sort of a twinge on the guy you're kind of watching. He looks at her for a little bit and then he looks away quickly.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool.
Maybe we should take these guards where they were going to take you.
She's like, I don't know where they're going to take me.
I know.
Well,
why don't we find out?
We can either interrogate this guy now, or we can go and get the watch and then take him down to the station.
Yeah, I mean, I think we should.
Car.
Well, or we could just parade him through town and say he's he's responsible for the attack last night because they kidnapped people and they've been hiding something those fish people want.
Hylough,
we don't know yet, but they won't talk.
I'm just searching over these barrels to start off with.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
While I say that, I'm going to go over to this side and investigate also. I've got a theory.
You pull open a couple of the barrels, and first two you pull open are a couple barrels of salted fish.
I don't want no salted fish. Do I keep rolling investigation, or am I doomed?
No, you're not doomed. I mean, there's just this was a check to see if you happen to stumble upon something cool right away. Not
okay.
So you continue to search. Marcus, where are you headed?
So over here, this is opposite where they were trying to get through that little kitchen area or the closet.
It's past that side, but the barmaid or whatever implied that they were attacking. They attacked a lot of the places around the warehouse, not just this one.
Okay. Oh, I thought they had some scratches specifically here.
No, they had scratches here too, but you guys had also briefly looked at up here, and there were scratches along this, and there was some damage. There was some damage on the doors here as well. Like they didn't specifically go here. They did go there as well, but it wasn't like that was the only place.
Okay, I misunderstood then.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll go to the one who's being quiet.
Here's
Is that one?
No, it's the fisherman I just brought up. Sorry.
Oh, okay, sorry.
No, you're fine. So you head over to this guy. Yep.
You want this man.
Yep. Well, they're both being quiet. So
which one was the one who called off the fighting?
The one over at Aaron has, yeah.
Okay. So how are we going to do this? Are you going to play you're just doing your job thing, or are you going to help us out? So maybe that seems more plausible. Or are we going to make a big deal out of this and drag you through town and let everyone know you're kidnapping fishermen? And I'm going to do an intimidation roll. Okay. Oh, great. I'm not great at this.
It's all right, though. Right.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't matter how good you were.
Yeah. Well, I am going to use my special power.
Yep.
Which won't matter. Yeah. The commanding presence.
Yep.
with that roll, it won't matter.
It's not
But
going to help much. But
no, I know. But it'll make it respectable. Maybe it's a D8, I
roll your
believe.
D8. Up to a 9 now.
Yeah.
It kind of looks at you for a little bit and just shakes his head.
Who's your boss?
That's Hylough from way over on the other side.
Way over there, yeah. Why don't you get out? I tell
Hylough,
them.
you open up a couple more barrels, and one of them's just water, like just plain water.
Okay.
But another one is salted meat, not fish in this case. Like looks like it's originally you think it maybe is beef, but then you kind of sniff it and you think it's probably goat.
Ooh. Not my favorite.
Yeah. As you shout out, "Who's your boss?" No
So
response
can I do
from
it?
either of them.
Can I do an investigate and see what's on him? Kind of pat him down type
Well,
thing.
Hylough already checked him in. Like he pulled the keys off of him and he found the money.
Oh, okay.
Found the money.
All right. Well, we can play it that way. So I'm going to start at door. Someone call the watch. We have a kidnap and make a big deal out of a show that I'm going to get the watch.
Okay.
See if that's going to change his tune at
Give
all.
me a deception check. Unless you're actually going to go out there and tell people to get the watch, in which case then give me an intimidation check or a persuasion check.
I'm better at deception. Actually, I could do either one. Deception's better for me, though. I know.
I mean, might I suggest other people get involved other than just Marcus? Otherwise, I'm probably going to just change the game to being just Marcus.
And Marcus doesn't want to be
and
that.
Hylough.
And yeah, somebody else help me search.
I'm also going to use my commanding presence again.
I mean, is there nothing I can get out of this guy right now? Like,
you haven't tried to do anything. You haven't actually said anything either way of whether or not you're going to try to intimidate him, whether you're trying to. You tried to punch him, and it was very ineffectual. So
who's got the badge? Who's got the badge?
That's me. Come get it if you want.
All right, so your deception skill is an 18, Marcus.
Yeah.
So, all right. With the thing. Hylough's
and only have 2 superiority dice left. So
fair enough.
Does the
as Marcus kind of heads out and starts clamoring to get the guards, you guys notice him his gaze kind of shift a little bit. He kind of looks over at the other guy across the water, and then his shoulders kind of slump a little bit, and he's like, "Not us. We're not doing this. We just take people to the drop." That's what you hear, Aaron.
Okay. Well, who are you working for then?
I don't have a name. We just know a place to take people after they've been delivered here.
How about you give us that location then?
I don't know the location. I don't take.
You said you. Who does?
Guy takes them there.
Who's Guy?
You remember Guy? Guy is the person you paid off to leave.
Ah.
Well, that's not good. He's not here.
Well, we know where he might be.
You gave him what was it?
I need to go
you
waste
gave him
on
5 platinum, which is 50 gold, and he fled.
but that got changed though, right? Didn't
No,
you say that got
we
changed?
gave two. We gave two.
Oh,
one
two
platinum each.
platinum. So yeah.
1 platinum each.
Yep. So you gave him Vanessa's 10 gold, and he.
Oh, I thought that got retconned.
No.
Damn it.
No.
Yeah, so he's in the next town.
He's just left. He left as soon as he took off and
Man.
took off. He and the other guy. That guy's the one that always makes the drop. We just help him keep the guys here and get them prepped for going. That's all we do.
So if you don't make the drop, what happens?
I don't know.
You think they would come here? Do they know where here is?
We don't always have people to take it to drop, so we just know that every other night when we have people, we take them. Guy does it. He's the only one that goes.
Where do you get the information on the people on who to take?
Whoever is dropped here is sent upriver.
Who drops them?
No, Guy does all that stuff. Guy was the one that was handling all that sort of thing. He's here to watch things to make sure nothing.
Got it.
Out.
So guy pays you.
Yes. Yes, Guy pays us. I don't know if he's getting paid by people he's taking it to, or if he's maybe the guy who owns the warehouse. Maybe he's paying him. I don't know.
He's got an
Hylough, you're
office
continuing
or
to look
something.
around. You open up another 2 crates, or you open up another barrel. Inside that barrel is more water. But the next barrel after that you open up, and it's water, but it's salty. And as you kind of look through it, a sphere about the size of a grapefruit that's a bluish green color bobs to the surface,
Ooh.
followed
Hey,
by
guys.
another one and another one.
Hey guys, look what I found.
Rhux will come over and look at it.
So it's a semi-translucent sphere that's basically blue-green in color, and you can see there's a darker shadow in the center of it.
It's a Rhux. I bet you're good at bobbing for apples with that mouth of yours.
Can I do a medicine
That
check
big
to see
mouth
if it
of
looks like an
yours.
egg or not?
You can do a nature check.
Or yeah, nature. That's what the one is. We'll do that one.
You could do that one, sure. Yeah, vaguely. Like, you've seen fish roe before. While this is literally like 100 to 500 times larger than the fish roe you've ever seen, it still looks somewhat similar. It's
Yeah,
just
this is
gargantuan.
them. We take this with us.
Interesting.
Has he gone through all the barrels?
No, he's almost through all the barrels. Not quite. He's got maybe about a half dozen more.
I'll help him finish here. Let me roll an investigation. Or do I not need to?
It's just time at this point. It was the first investigation roll was to see if Hylough got lucky and happened to find the right barrel first.
We happen to see which way Guy went.
He headed off to the north. That was what you saw.
Gotcha.
He might be at a
What did he say?
tavern or something.
What did he say when he was leaving? What did he say he was going to do?
He said, I don't remember. Probably something like, I was never here, and took off.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think
what
he just
said.
looked at the dude and said, "That sounds good." The other guy
Yeah,
said, "That sounds good." And they
He
both
did
left.
mention a town. He said something like that'd be enough to get us to, or one of them said,
Yeah, that'll be enough to get us to blank.
To get us out of town, probably.
that could
Yeah.
be.
Well,
I
we
am-
do know that they've been taking them upriver.
Yeah.
I am gonna send someone for the guard. By the way, Peter, I'll stay away. I'm just not gonna. I'm just gonna be noisy about it. I'm just being
You
calm
kind of
about
look
it.
around. You can. Most people probably aren't going to be like, "Let me help you out here."
No, I mean, is there
but
a
you could
boy, is
probably
there
go
a
and try
kid
to
or
find a
somebody?
guard.
Yeah, I was gonna say if
You're on the riverside of the docks. There's some people around, but like I said, most of them are probably not going to help you.
okay, there's not like a messenger or anything I pay,
No,
so
not
I'll
here.
look for a guard. It'll take me a little while,
Yeah,
but that's
you
fine.
start going off and starting to look for a guard. That's perfectly fine. You you find those things in the barrel. The one guy that Iylis you're next to now kind of looks at it and kind of seems like confused as to why you're interested in the spheres. The other guy who's been
Gotcha.
giving you the information about the people is just sitting there. He's like, "Yeah, guy did about everything. I don't know where the location is. I don't even know what happens to the people after that. I just know they never come back."
Do you know how many people have come through here?
He kind of looks at you for a second, kind of looks across at the other guy. Several. I'll leave it at that.
Got it.
I mean, unless you want to try to intimidate or something. There's only a certain amount of information.
I mean, I'll
There's
take
only a certain
several.
amount of incriminating he's going to do to himself.
I kind of want to
Marcus's
start looking
role.
through the crates.
I'll take several. I'll take that.
Take what?
Like him saying several, I'll take it.
Yeah.
It's good enough.
Take several and add a lot more to that.
Yeah, that one. Well, I'll take several and add like 4 and call it a day.
Marcus, it's going to take you about 10 minutes or so to get the guard. Like, the guard station is literally only about, like, at a short trot, you could get back to the guardhouse here in the docks in about 2 or 3 to 5 minutes, something like that. It's not really that far away.
Okay,
So
that's fine.
even if you don't find a guardsman, it doesn't take you long to get there and get back, is all
Yeah.
I'm saying. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Rhux is going to move all of the unconscious people to like one spot.
Okay.
And he's going to move all of them over to where this guy is. And I think we should just put them all over here because, this door is open and we'll just make sure they don't go through this door.
Yeah.
So, can this door even be open from this
You're
side?
not sure. I mean, it's as you come and look at it, you realize that on this side, it definitely has a handle to pull open. But when you guys looked into it from the other side, it just looked like a wall.
I'll try the handle and see if it opens.
Secret door.
You pull on it, it seems to be locked, but
Okay.
you do have some keys, so.
Yeah, so no, I'm not trying to open it because haven't we been in here already?
Well, you talked to the barmaid who was in there.
Yeah, so we've already been in there. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't open so they couldn't escape if we weren't paying attention.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hylough, you
guys.
continue to look through stuff. If you guys are going to look through the warehouse, like there are 6 of those eggs inside of that barrel.
Gotcha. That's
Rhux
probably what they're looking for.
Yeah, Rhux will recover the barrel and then take it out.
Okay.
Is there a dolly or something?
Just be very careful with it. He's going to take that barrel and put it on the opposite side of the room so the guards can't get to it.
Okay. You still have the one guy that Aaron has got a hold of.
Oh, I thought we were going to put them all over there.
Yeah, you can. So I guess you guys tie him up at this point.
Yeah, we tie him up and put him over there.
Right, so now all of these guys are restrained. What are you guys doing? What else are you guys doing?
Yeah, I mean, I was looking through the crates. That's
right,
what I was going to do next.
Through the crates and things like that. So you guys spend the next 10 minutes starting to look through things. This is clearly a warehouse of some sort. There's the crates have a variety of things in them, like there's several crates that are just general goods, things like you might find in a general store. There are some of the barrels. You finally get through most of the barrels there, Hylough. You find a couple that have ale in them. You find one barrel, a smaller barrel that has, and you finally get it open. It's got a black powder inside of it.
Ooh.
Some of the crates around the room, you kind of start looking through them. One of them, you kind of get one of them, a sort of a longer one open, and inside you see 3 long swords, and underneath them you can just see a bunch of daggers lined up kind of crossways behind them. So some weapons of some sort. And once you find that in the similar area, you find more weaponry there. Looking through it, like some maces, some hammers, a couple of bows and things like that. You find a crate of corals, crossbow corals, crossbow bolts, whatever you want to call them. A bunch of them in that crate. Similarly, there seems to be a crate of arrows. One crate, you actually find 2 crates of arrows. One which has about 100 arrows in it. Another one which is the same size crate but filled with more straw and only has about 20 arrows in it. Seems a little odd. There's a bunch of bags of flour, various spices. Just in general, there's a whole bunch of stuff in here. But as you're looking through the crates, you guys start to realize that some of the crates have the marking of one trading company on it. Others have a different trading company on it. The bags of flour and grains and spices have a different trading company marking on it.
This is a pirate operation. That's what we think. Would you?
It's up to you what you think. I'm just telling you that it's different. Just different. There's a wide variety of crates from different companies here, and goods, I should say.
Turn in the competition.
So who owns this place?
One of the guys,
the guards.
The one guy who's been sort of talking says, Sklar, I think, Martin, the guy did all the business with him.
And who does all stuff belong to?
I don't know, probably the trading companies.
Why would all these different trading companies store here?
I don't know. They just show up every so often and drop off stuff. Okay. And then they come get it occasionally.
Yeah, so basically what this guy is saying is he doesn't really know. We just make sure people don't come in here.
I'm assuming they're renting out a portion of the warehouse or something.
Yeah, they're definitely not doing that. So, you know,
You
most
think
likely
so.
they're well, actually, maybe. What stuff does Scalar do again?
You don't know.
He's just
Well,
he might be the landlord.
What did the captain say? He told us about him.
He just said he was a plantation owner and had and then he owned a warehouse in the warehouse district or along the river. That's where you're at. You're at his warehouse.
Okay.
He said
So he may just be the
Scalar's warehouse.
Yeah, he may just be the landlord. He may not know really what goes on here.
Yeah, well,
but then again,
the captain can figure that part out. We can ask him. We can ask Scalar at some point because it does look suspicious.
About this time, you make it back, Marcus, with not only just a couple guards, but with Captain Kuhn as well. I mean, learning that you found some people in the thing, and
I did want to ask I did want to ask the guy one other thing.
Okay.
I was going to ask him if he knows where if he knows specifically about Guy, if he knows where he lives. I don't know how much he knows about him.
I don't know where he lives. I just work here.
Okay.
He just works here. We occasionally have lunch in the cafe outside. That's about it. I don't know where he lives. I don't do stuff with him. He's my boss.
Okay.
He was my boss.
I'll insight that to be sure, but I imagine he's probably telling me the truth.
He seems to be on the up and up. He's been a bit more forthcoming since the thing. At about that time, Marcus comes in with a couple of the guards and Captain Kuhn or Commander Kuhn. Let's see, do I have? And no, I guess I never gave him a thing, but we'll put him in here that way. He starts looking around. He notices the girl and the fisherman. He comes over there. They kind of look up at him. They look a little intimidated. They're not used to speaking with the Argent Watch clearly. And Sev starts talking with them, asking them what happened and how long they've been here and stuff like that. Every now and then glancing over at the guardsmen that you guys kind of are sort of guarding.
Where did we put the corpse?
I just assumed well, it's still sitting where it was. I mean, you wouldn't, no reason to move a corpse. It's not going anywhere. He's looking around while he's listening to the story. He's noticed that you guys have been going through the crates. Eventually he gets the whole story and he comes over to where you guys have been talking with the couple guardsmen that are up, and he's like, how long has this been going on? And the one guy is like, I don't know. I've only been employed for a few months. Sav is like, you didn't think to tell anybody about them trafficking in people? Like, was paid well to look the other way. Sev turns around and since you came and got him, Marcus, he's like, did you guys find anything that could have been related to the Sea Devil attack?
We were looking for, because the
Rhux has the barrel with him.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you guys find anything after I left? They definitely were.
I'll show him the barrel, the one barrel that we will be taking out of here.
We were thinking
he's like,
these things.
Wow, they're after that.
Well,
how many are in there?
6. You said half dozen, right?
Yeah, half dozen.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We think that's what it is. We're not trying sure.
We think they're the eggs to the
royal eggs.
Royal eggs, so
really
they can live above the sea, and if it obviously was probably the reason for the attack. It's our best. It's what we've got now. That's our best guess.
Well, then I guess we should try to get these back to those Sea Devils. He kind of turns and turns back to the guys and says, is this all of them that came in here? The guard looks at the other guard for a little bit. Answer me, man. This is not looking for you. Good for you. You've trafficking in humans, trafficking in non-humans,
You know, we
causing
could just
attacks on the city.
Just turn you over to the shark people and let them know you're the one taking the eggs.
I mean, intimidation check, Dresd'a.
That's the way to do it. We're going to feed you to the sharks, literally. The sharks people.
You said intimidation?
Yep.
Certainly not just straight charisma.
16's not bad. He's like, he kind of looks, it's like, there was more than that. They came in a couple weeks back. Like 3 barrels worth of. And he stops for a bit.
Of the row? Is that what
Whatever those things are.
Yeah. You know where they went?
And he looks cornered a bit. He's like, some guy, I think guy called him Sklar, came and took 2 of the barrels.
We know
You mean-
Sklar.
The landlord? Am I missing
Yes,
something?
yeah, the landlord, yeah.
I'm trying to think. Let me look. I'm looking at my notes. Hold on. Go ahead. Be quiet.
Actually, he says, sorry, I misrepresented. 2 weeks ago, he came and took 1 of the barrels. A week ago, he came and took the other. Sorry, I
Okay.
missed my notes there.
So did
go ahead.
one of my notes. Did you say something about what about the girl who the daughter was going to replace, the one who died?
Well, so that was Guy. Guess maybe one of the people he sent upriver died on the route or something. I don't know. He said that she could replace her.
Did you ever see the girl?
I was a woman older than this girl, but maybe 5 or 6 years older.
Who the
At that
captain
point,
maybe
Sev says, "Describe some of the people that have been sent up a river." And the guy describes about, I don't know, 3 or 4 people, and Sev kind of nods for a little bit and says, "See, men, take these men and lock them up. I think we have enough evidence." And then he turns to you guys and he says, "Seems you might have actually solved part of our kidnapping problem, our missing persons problem, as well."
Ooh.
Some of those people
Okay.
he just described are people that have been mentioned to me and described to me as missing.
I can't find the guy's name, but the guy who the guy who was actually selling the
Lion?
scavenger lion.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Salvage.
So who brought these barrels in? Who stored them?
Let me check my notes. He's like, I don't know his name. I just know he and a couple guys. The barrels showed up a couple weeks ago.
You didn't see who brought him in?
No. He's like, I don't know the guy's name, and he describes a guy, dark-haired, not too tall, kind of a rambling gait, a scar down the cheek of on his left side, and pretty much exactly that's the description of Lion.
And I would bet the vessel. Well, I don't know. Maybe the girl saw the vessel that kidnapped her, so that might be the same. Can I describe the vessel of Lion's vessel to the fisherman and his daughter? Was that the one that?
You describe that to them, and they're like, "No, I don't think it was that."
Okay. I was trying to get everything in one giant plot, but okay.
You'd love for it to all be a nice tiny bow, wouldn't you?
Give me a nice little bow. But yeah, we got Lion. That
So I asked the.
So you're saying the salvage man also is in on this? The people? That's directed at you guys. That's not directed at the Argent Guard that came with him has already started to round up the people, wake up the guys that you stabilize, and is putting them in manacles and starting to march them away.
Well, we don't know that he's involved with the people trafficking.
Mm-hmm.
But he's definitely trafficking in things that are getting the city attacked.
Yes, these things.
By the Sea Devil.
Do you think if we gave these back, As soon as possible, that would solve the problem?
I don't know if we'd have to find the others. We have to go to Sklar's place and get him to turn over the other ones, the other barrels.
And lions.
And hope that he hasn't done anything with them.
Well, I think we should get these ones back as soon as possible, and if they ask, we're on the trail of the other ones.
Rhux, give me an insight check. But Dresd'a, continue.
But it seems like we should get these ones back as soon as possible. As the show of good faith, we're actually doing something to find them.
Rhux, give me an insight check. Meaning Andrew.
Yes.
Insight.
I click.
Somebody's got to see something.
Your intuition, you definitely remember the priestess, because it literally was only a couple hours ago, mentioning that like any beast or fish in the sea, they tend to produce a lot of the roe, expecting much of it to die.
Yeah, so they might not necessarily care about us returning all of the eggs, but some of them would be good.
Yes, that's where your intuition is telling you.
Most likely, if they give them at least this much, they might decide to leave the city alone.
But we can think too that Sklar does not have good intentions for the use of those.
That was just more of a hey. Rhux realizes that based on what you said, that maybe you don't have to get them all back, but
right.
But not saying you shouldn't try to get them back. I'm just.
Yeah, I mean, if all the barrels have the same amount, then there's 18. So if we get at least half.
So I'll ask the.
Well, there's nothing stopping us from getting the rest of them, but I just think that we should get these back as soon as possible so that nothing happens to them.
Sure.
Yes.
Well, we kind of know where they were found, or we have dolphins or the priestess may be able to help.
We probably could ask the priestess to help. I don't know if the dolphins would want to do that, but the priestess probably would help. Maybe.
Possibly.
That or someone gets to go swim and find the shark boys.
He notices he goes back to the fisherman and his girl and he says, "I'm sorry this happened to you. Let me get some of the watch to help escort you back to your home." The fisherman kind of looks up and he's like, actually, I was going to invite these fine people to my house for dinner this evening in recompense for saving us and finding my boat.
Yeah, about that.
What'd you do with
return the stuff? Did we
yes, that's right. You took his fish.
I don't think he.
They would have gone bad by now anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, fish.
All right, we're good.
I don't think he cares about the fish as much as the boat. To be honest,
I mean, I don't need recompense. I don't know if we do, but that would be. I'd be honored. I mean,
insist you come and have dinner. He seems to think for a bit. He's still a little slow. That knot on the head, you healed some of it, but not a lot. He's like,
I know. Roll like a 1.
He says, actually, if we could get an escort home, then you could have those particular guards. Then those members of the watch direct these fine people to our house. Then that would be great. And Sev motions to some people who are outside. Like, I only have 2 guards here, but there was probably 6 that he brought to watch here. But he probably brought 6. So another one comes and starts escorting them out. And he says, "Please come at sundown, if you could."
Of course, and maybe you could describe that ship to us, and maybe we could find someone to draw it, or who might know.
Maybe. Sev says, "We will probably be speaking with you again on the morrow. We will need your testimony for these guardsmen, putting them away." The fisherman's like, yes, of course. We'll do whatever we can to get rid of these miscreants.
I'm going to ask Sev. I'm going to point around to the warehouse and point out the different trading company things. And ask him does this look normal to you? Does this look like just normal trade going on
around
here?
And it's like, I do know some of the warehouses here in this portion of the river rent out to various companies, so it's possible.
And just to let you know, there's a lot of armory weapons over there, and gunpowder and stuff like that.
Probably from one of the traders here in the city, or one of the blacksmiths or something.
Yeah. Okay. So just let you know.
I understand. I don't see anything nefarious. You didn't find any drugs or anything like that, did you?
I don't think so. Not unless
not so far. You haven't so far.
Unless I mistook the black powder. So
no, the black powder is black powder. Then I mean, I don't see any. Like I said, as far as I know, Martin Sklar owns this warehouse. He is not a trader by trade, so that's not entirely true. More than likely, the grain over there, the flour and stuff, is probably his. He's a plantation owner and does barley and wheat and that sort of stuff. So that's probably his stuff. But the rest of it is probably just rentals out while he can. Because at this point in time, we're at the spring. He doesn't have a lot of crop. So during that time, I'm sure he just rents it out.
Okay. So are we going to go need our help to go take care of Sklar, who has created all this havoc and participated in all this?
Well, I mean, yeah, it seems like he might be the next person to talk to. That's for sure.
And what's his name? And Lion.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Lion's a lion SOB.
Well, and he said he sold to other people, so he has records. And I mean, it's pretty obvious he knew something. He was uncomfortable when we talked to him about it, so we definitely could lean a little harder.
Well, sure, I guess, but you know where some are potentially, right? If Martin has been coming and getting some of these barrels, according to that guard, then we at least know they're there.
Yeah.
So it probably might be better to go get them right away. We can always
definitely.
As long as he doesn't realize we're onto him. I'll send some guards to watch his place. Make sure he doesn't I can send one to watch his place to make sure he doesn't skip town or anything.
Speaking of skipping town, we did have a guard who was very resistant, but we weren't sure. We didn't realize he may have been the
ringleader.
His name was Guy. I'm questioning looking at the other guys because I'm not even sure my character was there when that went down. But if you guys want to,
at the beginning of this whole thing.
Yeah, if you guys want to,
you just know his name was Guy. You don't know what his last name is. You can describe him to him, and Kewen's like, I can try to send some people around to see if they can find him. But if you gave him money and he knew what was going on here, he's probably fled.
Yeah,
we'll do what we can. We'll do what we can.
And we describe how would we describe the other guy? Is the other guy more of a local?
The other guard that went with him?
Yeah, the other guard.
Yeah, it sounds similar. Like, yeah, they both probably were local. That doesn't mean that
he may not have been smart enough to jump town.
Human trafficking is not is a capital crime here in Burgell.
As it should be.
So my guess is if you gave them money, they are on their way out as fast as they can get out of here. But I will send some people along the docks to see if they try to take a ship or something out.
So yeah, I guess we should go get the egg. Get the others.
He kind of turns and looks at the grates, and he's like, "Wonder if Sklar knew about this."
Did Lion say something about that? That's why we were led here in the first place.
No, Lion. No. Lion said that he sold fish to the bluefin.
Oh, okay. I thought he said he sold this as a collector's item.
Yeah, but he said it was a sunfish, a blue sunfish.
Oh, okay, it wasn't.
That's what he said. He didn't say.
But it could be this. But
yeah, he lied about it. So he knew about what is he saying?
No, he's looking at the grates in the floor and says, "I wonder if Sklar knows about this."
Right.
I mean, what else would you carry there?
When you talk with him, try to see if he might be in on some of this.
We'll lean on him.
Speaking of which, I like to light a torch and go down there and kind of see where these dug out? I mean,
So you
how
know that
long
in
did
there.
we find anything?
Clearly, this was. I mean, there's the walls are brick. I mean, clearly,
Okay.
it's literally like no more than 5 to 10 feet from the river. I mean,
Yeah, no,
the
that's
floor
what
is,
I
the floor
thought.
is
So
muddy.
yeah,
The floor is muddy, but there are some stone kind of set in there, some heavy stone blocks, which their manacles are attached to. Some of the manacles are also attached on the walls, things of that nature. So it definitely looks like somebody probably cleared this out and then bricked it up so that at least it would stay somewhat dry. The straw and stuff down there is moldy, and you can see various fungus growing on it. There's a lot of tattered rags in there, some half-eaten food that's rotting away. And if you look, various states in each of them, each of the three things.
Right.
It's very clear that people have been in these things, though. Like, there's a couple spots in one of the back corners where you can see somebody's, relieve themselves.
and they were purpose built, obviously, for
Well, if
this.
somebody,
I mean, it's
if somebody bricked it up, yes, clearly
Yeah, so, I
somebody
mean-
built these.
Oh, and I want to look in the rowboat too, see if there's anything there.
It's just a rowboat.
Okay, nothing left. No.
No, there's nothing of interest in there.
Okay.
Well, that's probably not true. There probably is a hood in there,
Oh, well,
probably from when they brought them in.
yeah.
Yeah. Evidence.
Not expecting anybody to come into the warehouse. They probably just left the hoods in the boat. That's it, though.
Okay.
What are you guys doing? Sev just kind of stands there and looks at it for a bit, and then finally turns around and says, well, let me know how progress is and how it goes with Sklar. I'm going to leave a couple guys to watch the warehouse here.
So we got to wait till guard comes back and tells us where to go tonight, right? Or at least.
Well, I
somebody
mean, we can go.
Or you can probably go to the guardhouse at some point. It's up to you.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Well, how far away is Sklar's? I mean, do we want to go ahead and scope it out and see?
You don't know. No one's giving you directions yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm sorry. I'm asking the captain. Do
Oh,
we
as
know?
he's kind of walking away, he's like, I know he's got a villa in the villa district. Not exactly sure where it is, though. I don't run in the same circles, obviously. Let me see if I can get maybe one of the guards knows. Otherwise, they could probably send someone to the lawn to see if they can speak with somebody there to find out where he is. It'll probably take a bit of time, probably an hour or so.
Okay. What time of day is it? Are we
It
getting
is
on nighttime or?
mid-afternoon.
So we probably couldn't do that tonight and still make dinner then.
Do what tonight?
We couldn't investigate his place and still get back for dinner with the fisherman. So
Oh, it's 2:20. So
Okay,
if
well,
it's
I
an
guess we
hour,
could.
it's 3:20. The city isn't that large. It would probably take you maybe 15-20 minutes to get there. The villas are not that far away, and I mean,
well, yeah,
it's up to you.
let's. Why don't we go ahead and investigate it and look for water? Remember, it's going to take some. Possibly they would have a decent size pool or something to store these things in. If it's that might be something.
So what are you guys doing next? Sev is going to go try to find out where the villa is. What are you guys doing next?
We can go lean on Lion.
I mean, you also have the barrel of the current eggs that you have. What do you want to do with those?
Oh, yeah. Right. That's up. Okay.
I mean, he didn't take them with him. Or do you want him to take them?
Well, I mean, I've
Or
got
do you
some
wanna leave them
crackers, and so I think
Or
that.
do you want to leave them here?
No, we're going to take a Rhux had the idea to go or somebody take it to the priestess, the water priestess, and whatever, and see if she knew how to get him back.
Okay, you can do that.
All right, so let's do that.
All right. So you guys kind of load up the barrel into Monster and kind of manhandle it. It's kind of a little odd. So
Can we get a cart? Is there? I mean, did I have some type of wheelbarrow or something to roll things around?
The wagon. There's a wagon out here in this thing. It's too big for you to really pull it.
Okay.
But you can try to find a cart somewhere. It will take some time.
Well, I mean, I think it's probably better instead of maybe if we drop it or something.
Yeah,
That would suck.
we wouldn't want to. We wouldn't
This is
want to
true.
make them sick by rolling it the whole way. They might get
Well, I just
land sickness.
It seems a little safer.
It takes you about, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes to find somebody who has a cart that'll sell it to you, or at least rent it to you for a couple copper.
Okay.
And you stick that puppy in the cart and start heading your way.
Puppy or guppy?
Oh my god, you guys are terrible.
Let's go.
And off you head towards back towards the sacred pool.
Cool.
Pulling that around, you head across the river again and down back around past the marketplace. A few people stop you as you get, or not stop you, but hail you as you get close to the market, thinking that you're going to go sell some stuff in the market with your barrel. But you continue on past and head on through. Eventually, after about, because of the unwieldiness of the cart and things like that, it takes you got 15 minutes to get there. And you make it to back to the sacred pool. Similar again, the U-shaped thing. You come into the main entryway as you pull out the thing, and this time there is one of the acolytes seems to be there. It's the do I have her name? It's the half elf looking woman. Have it here. Oh, I'm sorry. Where the heck is it? Oh, here we go. One of the she kind of looks up at you as you kind of arrive, and she's like, "Oh, may I help you? Oh, you were here over and had some of the peach nectar. Do you wish to speak with the priestess again?"
You have less wits about her than the priestess?
She seems to talk very slowly.
Yes, we'd love to speak with the priestess.
Well, give me one moment while I go retrieve her. And she kind of heads east down the U, and kind of goes out of sight for a little bit. A couple minutes later, she comes back with the halfling, Melora, and they both look at you curiously. And Melora says, "Ah, you are back so soon. What can I do for you? Do you need more education on the world of the sea?"
Well, we want to return something to the world of the sea. We have the roe that we believe has been stolen by the royal roe.
The royal woe.
Yeah.
I see.
At least we have some of it. We were coming to you for advice.
May I see it?
Yeah. So we popped the lid, right?
And she looks inside. Ah, yes, this looks like it might be the right thing. If this was stolen, it'd be like stealing someone's babies.
Yeah.
What do you wish me to do?
How do you suggest we get it? How do you suggest we get it back to them?
Well, I would suggest you speak with them.
Yeah, well. Okay.
Yeah, well,
they only come to kill and destroy. I don't know how to actually get in contact with them when they're not like attacking.
Much easier said than done.
I look at Rhux on that one. He's our fish person.
Yeah.
No, he's not a fish. He's actually a reptile, but
resident.
He's closer than I. He can breathe underwater. I can't. So
Close enough.
I mean, they're still out in the bay. That's literally what she says.
Oh, okay.
They're still out in the bay.
Oh, okay.
My dolphin friends have been telling me about them. Remember, they're upset.
Right. Gotcha.
So how could we speak with them as far as to communicate? If we just make an offering of it or take our vessel out, would they know if we dump them into the sea?
Maybe not dump the eggs, but put the barrel at the edge of the bay or something and see if they show up.
She looks a little confused for a bit, or not confused, but lost in thought. And she's like, "Oh well, why don't you bring the barrel and we'll put them in the pool and see what the mistress of the sea has to say."
Yeah, I was wondering if I could go for a swim with you.
And you guys, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, definitely. Let's do that.
All right. So you take the barrel and take it over to the pool. Pool again, still perfectly calm. You can actually see sort of the light waves in the bay, but they just sort of stop as they get to this pool. Melora says, well, at the very minimum, we can store them here for now. And so she helps you get the barrel open and put the eggs. She gingerly keeps taking an egg out, a single one at a time, and gently putting it into the water until they're all kind of next to each other. 6 grapefruit-sized roe are kind of big when you kind of look at them in this pool. And she kind of looks at them for a little bit and says, "Oh, you wanted to take a swim? Go ahead."
Oh, okay. All right, so I pull off the armor and jump in.
She's kind of looking at the row for a little bit, and she's like, "I would expect this one to hatch in the next couple of days."
Uh-oh.
And maybe that one too.
And we will call him Fishy.
And maybe that one too.
Yes.
Nemo.
You start swimming around in the pool, Hylough, and after a minute, something bumps your leg.
Uh-oh.
Something just brushed by my leg.
Oh, yeah, something just brushed by your leg. Do anything or say anything?
I start to feel a little nervous, that's for sure. I might sort of climb out or
you swim over to the side, and as you do so, as you're swimming to the side, anybody that looks up at you notices a fin surface.
It appears they found us.
And you get over to the side and into the pool and into the edge, and Melora kind of looks up and says, "Oh, that's just a tiger shark. It'll be fine."
Shark, okay.
Just a tiger
shark, yeah.
Okay.
They are allowed to swim here too.
Okay.
This does open it directly into the bay, right?
Yeah. There's like about a 15-foot wide entrance right in the bay. It's almost like an infinity pool kind of look because the surface of the water is so still. Like Hylough gets out and within seconds it's still again. And you see the fin go around and there's a little bit of wake with it, but not, it like almost immediately stops again. Like this pool stays almost pristine, like mirror-like, almost all the time. Like it's definitely water. You get in it, you leave a little bit of wake, but it just seems to deaden so quickly. And like ripples don't seem to go very far out before they stop into a nice flat surface again.
She's reassuring me that it's okay, that I'll get back in. So.
Yes, it's fine. I believe he ate a while ago. Plus, he's here. Well, actually, she is here under my guidance. And you get back in and go water. You start swimming again for a little bit. The rest of you kind of watch the fin kind of surfaces every so often, and gets really close to Hylough again. And kind of Hylough, you get another bump. And then the thing heads towards the steps where Melora normally was getting in and out the last time you guys were there. And as it gets closer, the fin shrinks, and what steps out of the pool is the other acolyte.
Oh, cool.
Oh, wow.
Interesting.
So she's a shark by day and a acolyte by night or something like that?
Insight.
She's a sharkolite.
I mean insight.
Insight. I've not been really good at this.
You're still not very good at it. Yeah, clearly that's what she is.
Okay. Well.
Anybody can give me a religion check if they want.
I do not have that.
Dresd'a, rolling for
Anybody can do it.
Yeah, I'm still not rolling.
Anyone can.
Aaron and Dresd'a, you have a pretty good idea that Aaron for sure. Aaron, this sounds very similar to what some of your Fae relatives can do, which is change form into other creatures at will. Those that do so in your clan are known as druids.
Mm.
And Dresd'a, yeah, this you've heard tell of this. I mean, the priest in your village, not really a priest, the learned woman in your village when you were growing up, who administered the teachings of Hanari, she could turn into various sea creatures. Yes. From a game mechanic standpoint, clearly the priests of Hanari are druids.
Cool.
So, could she speak to the shark people? I mean, I'm assuming she can speak with other sharks. Do they? Oh, look at the priestess. Do sharks speak to each other?
They are very animalistic, but yes, they do have a way of communicating. They're unlike most. Don't think of them as like social creatures very much. They tend to be very much alone, but occasionally they will be brought together for some. Well, they have to propagate somehow.
Mm.
So there is a language of a sort.
Is there some way that? I'm sorry, I didn't get your name. Looking at the
girl.
Yeah.
Oh, my name is Lena.
Hey, Lena. I am Marcus. Pleasure to meet you. We're hoping to get these eggs back to the sea devils and do it without anyone getting harmed on either side.
No sea devils were harmed in the making of this episode.
Yes. Yes. Can you help us with that?
Well,
Can you
she looks up briefly at Melora, and Melora kind of, you see a slight shrug and then a nod, and she's like, well, suppose we can help.
Although we were going to ask the goddess too, so maybe the goddess would. I'd forgotten that.
I guess if you just leave them here, we can try to see if we can find them. And Melora's like, yes, they'll be fine right here. This is seawater.
That'd be wonderful. Although you may have one hatch soon, and I'm not sure.
Well, that's within a couple of days, as I said. I'm sure we can talk to them. Like I said, the dolphins have told us they're still out in the bay. It's just a matter of taking some time to go to speak with them. But
be careful.
It is up to you. Like, we could take you there.
Okay.
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 Yeah. Marcus looks at her like, what the fuck?
What does that even mean?
Well, I can breathe underwater and I have swim speed, so I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I see how it is.
I will remind you that that there's a paladin here who could probably give most of you water breathing.
And we actually do have a gem of water breathing, but
yeah, we have a couple things to make it sort of for water breathing.
I'm not worried about the breathing of water as much as being chewed into little bitty bits. But
okay, well, maybe
you know, maybe if you have their stuff, maybe they.
Yeah. I mean,
who knows?
I'll tell you what. Why don't we do that? I'm up for it. If we can breathe water, if some paladin can help us out here. I mean, I just didn't know what to do, so I don't know if we just row out to the middle and drop it overboard.
It's like it might actually be beneficial if you guys were to do it.
Yeah,
it would show that the respect of for the creature, and respect definitely is something they cherish. It's settled then. We will guide you to them.
Okay.
Lena, rest for a moment, and we will get these people prepared.
Do I feel refreshed like I did last time I came in?
No, because you can only get the benefit of a long rest once per day. So. And you were just here literally like 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago, something like that.
Should have waited.
I believe Rhux has the ability to.
Maybe I'll go swim. Can I go swim?
Can you go swim?
Can I go swim?
If you want.
May I? I asked the lady.
Yeah, you sure. She's not going to stop you.
Cool. Splish splash.
Let's see here. Oath of the Deeps. Where is your thing there?
I would also like to take the blessings of the goddess, so I will.
Yeah, breathing. As an action, you can grant up to 1 plus your charisma modifier willing creatures with the ability to breathe underwater. They remain and gain a swim speed equal to their walking speed, and it lasts for 24 hours. So he can do 4 people.
Well, I have the gem of water breathing on my sheet, I think. So I can't remember if that just lets you breathe or let you swim as well.
Probably just lets you breathe. I mean, you have a swim speed. Like, it's just.
Yeah, I know, but it's not going to be very fast.
It's going to be 15. It is what it is.
But does Rhux's spell give us a better?
Well, no, he can only do 4. He can't do all of us.
Yeah, he can only do 4.
Well, that's what I was going to say. If I have the gem, that would be 5.
He can breathe underwater for 15 minutes. Dresd'a can breathe underwater. That's 2 of you. Now that leaves 5 of you left. So he can do 4 more. So you only need 1 more person.
And I have the gem, so
he's got the gem.
You just have to find what.
Just trust me, it's awesome. It does. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, that's it.
But I want it to be, not what you want it to be.
I know. I'm still not sure. I don't want to stay on a boat.
Yeah, I think all it does is gives you water breathing for an hour. It's kind of.
You could keep.
It's basically the equivalent of a potion of water breathing that you can use once per day. That's all it is.
But I can use it once per day. That's better then. It's not a.
Yeah, it's just it just doesn't deplete.
Okay.
You can only use it once per day, but you can use it
but
the next day,
I can.
As opposed to a potion. Which,
it's technically called a stone of water breathing, is what you said.
I looked for gem, but maybe it was stone.
Yeah. That's what I typed anyway. I think that's what you told me.
Yeah. It must be a real thing because it's not in my extra items. So find the items again.
But again, being Archer Boy, I'm okay with not going underwater since bows don't do very well underwater. But I'll go.
Yeah, I'm just going to go with it. It allows you to breathe water for 1 hour.
Okay.
It's not in my list of stuff. Oh, wait, maybe it's in... So you guys spend the next 30 minutes, next hour. Lena needs...
Is it the Stone of the Sea?
No.
Because I was going to say it gives underwater movement, vision, breathing.
No, it's just a stone of water breathing. And unfortunately, that set of journal entries, so I don't have it with me. You need to wait an hour while Lena gets her ability to change shapes again.
And I wouldn't mind, like I said, the blessing of the goddess. So
So you guys start taking a swim. She goes and takes a rest. Melora continues to look over the eggs for a bit, occasionally dipping her toes in the water and just kind of looking out on the sea. And we will stop there for the evening. It has reached 10 o'clock.
Excellent.
Close up there for tonight's game. And
I know we got a lot done actually.
Yes.
We'll pick this up again next time with you guys trying to get the attention of the Sea Devils in an attempt to maybe reduce their threat to the city.
I hear if you take this thing called, what was it called? Chum. Yeah, that's it. It helps.
Chum.
Sure it does.
Yeah, dab a little behind your ears and at all your pulse points.
Yeah, exactly. It lets them know that you're
totally ready for them.
Or we could put Praedyth out there. He looks like
he looks like a small little minnow morsel.
Mm-hmm. Nice mouthful.
just float on top of the water, and I'm sure they won't do a breach attack like one of the
All right.
seagulls or whatever they hit.
Yeah. Until next time.